everybody, welcome to Auckland, New Zealand. It's, what day is it? It's Friday today. Wow, amazing. It is the 23rd of December and I'm going to share some of our New Zealand Christmas trees with you, which are just flowering through here. So let's walk, let's go. I'm at Bastion Point. It's fantastic. The gardens, the sunken garden, everything's gorgeous. So I'm going to spend a few minutes with you. Early Christmas greetings, and fantastic to see you all. Nice big clouds, look, whoa, it's good. And of course the views from here to across to the city are amazing. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you'll follow and I hope you'll enjoy as we explore New Zealand for the next few months. Who knows where we'll end up next. So this is the New Zealand Christmas tree, the Pahutakawa. And you can see the beautiful red blooms just starting to come on the top there. And we've got a gardener here, so that's why everything looks so beautiful. Hey, thanks for joining. Fabulous to see you. The New Zealand Christmas tree. We all get excited. It's a little bit like the cherry blossom season in Japan. Hey, Robbo, fantastic. Nice to see you. I've got the most beautiful Pahutakawa Christmas tree to show you. Yes, greetings to London, where you're probably evening, dark, cold, and wishing you were here. Oh, there comes the sightseeing bus. So we know we're in the right place where we see one of those big buses, don't we? But they'll just drive around. We're at Bastion Point. So this is a fabulous area overlooking the harbour. And of course, in the 1880s, it was set up as a lookout for any enemy that might be daring to enter our waters. So there's a lot of, below us, there's a lot of gun pits and gun emplacements where the cannons were. Hey, nice to see you, fantastic, you go, awesome. And Silly Sill and Kelly, awesome. There we go, downtown Auckland. You can see there I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see there Sky Tower. Let me zoom. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look, the big phoenix palm trees. And looking across the harbour bridge, of course, connects the two. Morning, Fortuna, fantastic, lovely to see you all. And we're looking across the harbour there to the other volcanoes in Devonport, Takarunga, coming round. We have Mongaika. So the very entry to the harbour, you're going to see all of this in a moment as we walk. And if I come back this way, we have got all this gorgeous, let me bring you back to normal. We've got all this gorgeous green space here, which on the buildings that you see there are the Ngāti Whātua Marae. So this is all the local iwi, the local tribe. This is all their property through there. Where we are standing at the moment is a public park. It's known as Michael Joseph Savage Memorial, and we're out below these beautiful Pahutakawa trees. But I've got to show them to you. Fabulous to see everybody. It is Friday. I've had to stop and think. I've been really busy. I've had people on tour every day this week. So my last group I dropped off at the airport last night, and my next plan was to take you all for a walk. So here we are. So there's a gorgeous Pahutakawa tree here. Look. Oh, the sun's in the way. The sun is in front of us, but that's okay. We'll get a gorgeous, beautiful, you can see all the red flowers coming into view. The sun is right up there, so it's, yes, it's fabulous. Look, hey Linda, nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Kirahimiti, as we say in New Zealand. This is our Christmas tree, and it bursts forth at this time of the year. And a little bit late this year, we've had some pretty awful weather, but it all seems to be behind us now, hopefully. Yes, look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? I'll take you up close to them in a minute, but I love this with the turquoise chair below. Faith, fantastic, nice to see you. New Zealand Christmas trees in action. Fabulous to see you, Faith. Isn't this gorgeous? Colours are superb. Good, good, good. You can probably hear there's lots of birds in there and lots of bees. So I always say Pahutakawa honey is my favourite honey. Pahutakawa means sort of something like kissed by the spray of the sea. And so let's just have a look at the view from here. Yeah, so it's got that really lovely salty taste. It's beautiful. Gorgeous colours, yes, Faith. And Tamaki Drive, you can see a few vehicles driving around here, built in the 1930s during the Depression. We'll just come round again. I'm going to take you for a little bit of a walk through here to have a look at the big obelisk, which is behind, well, it's hidden by the trees now, but it's right here. Yeah, gorgeous Friday morning here. I'm just off to visit a friend, and not for Christmas, for her birthday is the 25th of December. So we never do Christmas, we always do a birthday drink. David, fantastic, nice to see you. The New Zealand Christmas tree, the Pahutakawa. Wow. It's always perfect, looks gorgeous with the blue sky, the red and the blue are just gorgeous together. Let's have a look at them up close. Wow. Look. They're amazing, they're beautiful. So they don't last long. They have a little, the pollen on the end is yellow, as you can see, so it's red, the gorgeous red stamens and then the yellow pollen. Oh, Ange, fantastic, nice to see you, Merry Christmas. Yes, Ange is walking around there, traipsing around in the cold weather in New York. Joe, fabulous. Colleen, fantastic, nice to see you all. Wow, hidden hammock, awesome. If we could put a hammock under this tree, you would be very happy, look. You'd be really happy. Look at that. The best I can do is the chair. Oh, I love these. So the first known use of the Pahutakawa tree was in 1833 when probably Samuel Marsden, one of the early missionaries, held a Christmas service, a church service underneath the branches of the flowering Pahutakawa tree. And here's a little bee coming in. Oh, he's going to make me a pot of honey. Look at that. Are you going to make me a pot of honey? Thank you. Lots of bees. Lots of bees. This chair is gorgeous though, look. Clayton, fantastic. Nice to see you. Melbourne. Awesome. The flowering of the Pahutakawa. And you can see they don't last long because they soon drop their little petals. And Brian, fantastic, happy holidays. Just checking out this beautiful Christmas tree here. It's fabulous. Yeah, fantastic to see everybody. I'm going to walk you out. We're going to have a look at the rest of the gardens here. Challenge accepted. Yes, do. That sounds great. That sounds good. We're just going to leave here. I'm just going to show you the gorgeous gardens that are here, that the Bastion Point. So we're on Bastion Point. So originally this was set up as a fortified area to overlook the harbour for any enemy that happened to be approaching. Of course, New Zealand, we're always worried about who's coming in. So it was set up as a lookout. There were cannons and guns, and they've all been filled in, and so the land's not very stable here. Not very stable at all. Which way will we go? Over the top here. The land's not very stable at all, and it's got a little story attached to it. So of course the views under the Pahutakawa trees and looking to the city, they frame everything so beautifully. Look, postcards. And you can see there's a long wharf there going out into the harbour, so that is great for fishing. Great fishing wharf there. It's a nice wharf to walk out on. So hey, the 12 days of Christmas, we're well into it now. And it's nice to bring you a little bit of summer here. But it's been a very, very busy week. But I'll tell you, it's great to get back into work after having that COVID hiatus. And now getting back into it, it is fantastic. So these are the sunken gardens. And the obelisk there, which is built to remember Michael Joseph Savage, a Prime Minister of New Zealand during the 1930s. He is actually buried there, his coffin is there. We'll go for a walk down in the flowers. It's gorgeous though, look. Whoa. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous day to bring you here. So what's flowering? We've got lots of things flowering, so let's head down. Oh, lovely. Look at all the green grass as well. Nice. There is a reflection pool here, and I think they've drained all the water out of it at the moment. I was here a week or so ago and it was looking pretty dirty, and looks like they've cleaned it out, and we'll go and have a look, and they're probably going to refill it soon. Anyway, Michael Joseph Savage, a funny story actually. Love a little bit of a story, don't we? He died, I think it was about 72 when he died. He was the first Labour Prime Minister of New Zealand anyway. He died in Wellington, and they took him on a little tiki tour, a little safari around New Zealand. Safari's a good way to describe a tiki tour. So it took him 3 days in the coffin to reach Auckland. They took him on a tiki tour around the country so people could pay their respects to him. And then they put him into a temporary spot while the big obelisk here was being built. So he was sort of like pushed into a corner at the cathedral in the choir, the room that the choir used. And yeah, the pool is empty. Anyway, he was eventually put into his final resting place, which is here between the doors here in the obelisk. Thanks, Joe. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome. And yeah, so he's actually put in here. Anyway, in 2003, there'd been a lot of land movement here, and they decided they'd better go in and just make sure that he was still okay. Check on the coffin. It hadn't been checked on since, I guess, sometime in there, or since when he was put in here. And when they went in, he had disappeared. There was no coffin. No coffin there at all. And they searched and searched, and they went back and they looked at the records, and then they thought somebody had stolen it because during the war it would have been a valuable thing to barter with. Yes, Nat, it's fabulous, isn't it? G'day, Janice. Anyway, so eventually they used all sorts of radar and sonic equipment. They couldn't find him. He's in a lead coffin, and they couldn't find him at all. And the reason they were checking on him was that there'd been a lot of movement with the land, and they were worried that this point of land that we're all standing on was going to collapse and everything would slide down into the sea below. So they wanted to do some strengthening work and make sure everything was okay. Anyway, it took them a couple of years to find him, and eventually, we'll have a look at the doors. Eventually they realised that a little crevice had opened and the coffin had slid down. And it had not just slid down a little way, it had slid down like 200 metres. So it's now well below the earth. So he is now buried in a completely different place from where he was supposed to be. But he's quite safe and he's all wedged in there. So it just shows you all this movement of the land. We're built on all these volcanoes, and of course the land's not that stable. So this is these are the old doors here. So he's still there, but he's in a completely different spot from where he was used to be. So the old doors. Yeah, it's an amazing story. Yeah, I mean, I haven't told it the full story because they can make it like very, very exciting. The old door knocker, and then you can see the new. So the old lock that was here, yeah, and then you can see where they went in, and they've put a new lock on here now. I don't know. He might come out. So for many years people looked through here and they were convinced that they could see him, and there actually is a little plaque at the end with his initials on it, MJS. So I think people were looking at the wrong thing. So if they hadn't decided to check on him and make sure that everything was okay, everybody would still be paying respects to the wrong thing. Isn't it gorgeous though? Look. Whoa! That's beautiful. You're in swampland, Joe. Yes. Well, parts of the North Island are like that. Where I grew up on a farm, it was swampy, and in the Hauraki Plains, and we were always getting flooded. So, but of course Auckland built on all these volcanoes. There's the gorgeous Pohutuka. We've come from here. We'll go back there for the finish. I'm so happy to see you all, and I'm just sorry I've had to be a little bit quiet this week because, hey, real live people are coming to New Zealand again. and they all want to hear a story and they all want to go off somewhere. So we've been out to the Gannets, we've been everywhere, man. It's been a great week. And then tomorrow I'm heading down for Christmas. I'm heading down to the Bay of Plenty. So I'll be on the beaches, Papamoa, Maunganui. I'm just going for 3 nights and then back to work. Wow, it's busy days. Okay, up these steps and we'll have a look at this from this side, and you'll see a gorgeous gorgeous view coming into the picture now. Wow, Rangitoto Island. Yes, yeah. Yes, Joe, look at Rangitoto. Doesn't this look gorgeous? He was much loved by the people, you know. It's amazing to think that somebody, a politician, the leader of our country, who actually happened to be Australian, had 8 children. It's amazing that he is remembered with this amazing memorial here. It's always lit up. Oh, the clouds are moving. I thought I was moving. We'll step up. There's a nice image of him here. And it says Michael Joseph Savage, 1872 to 1940. He loved his fellow men. And there he is. Brian, fantastic. Nice to see you. Michael Joseph Savage. So he introduced the welfare system to New Zealand. He worked with all the local Maori people for equality. The monument is erected by the New Zealand Labour Party in memory of Michael Joseph Savage, first Labour Prime Minister. There is no fame to rise above the crowning honour of a people's love. Oh, we've got a tour bus. They look real live tourists. We haven't seen them for so long and now they're here. Legend, yeah. But we've beaten them to it. And you can see the reflection pool is actually empty at the moment. Next time I bring you back, it'll be full of water. Beautiful gardens though. Really gorgeous. What have we got up here? Got some angel. Oh, we've got an angel. An angel. That's good for Christmas, isn't it? And this lovely sandstone, look at it. But the view. So, you know, it's interesting. These stories help make the character of a country and help make the culture. It forms the basis of our country, these interesting people that represented us and how we remembered them. It's really great. I'm doing great, thanks Viking, thank you. Fabulous to see you all, just amazing. My little channel is doing okay and I'm happy with it, and we're getting the odd new follower from time to time, and it's really, really nice to have you all here. All the white roses at this side here, and of course the views again. Oh, they smell gorgeous too. And I know most of you that are watching are in winter time. Although you've had your shorter stay, you're now heading for, we've had our longest day, I guess. We're now heading for the next season. In New Zealand, our summer will go well until the March, beginning of April. I do, yes. Local radio. Was it the local? No, it was not the local radio station, was it? It was those sports guys. Yeah. Or was it the radio station? They let a flare off from the top of Rangitoto and everybody thought it was an eruption. Yeah. We've had lots of scares like that. You know, people lighting fires and then they... and get out of control. I can hear a boat going. But this is a sheer drop to the road below. And this is what they were worried about, that all of this was going to slide into the sea. We'll probably see this boat go through. Oh, there's one out there, but I can hear one. Sounds quite close. There it is. Heading out to the islands. Yeah, so we're going to walk back over to our beautiful trees. Just have a look up here at the obelisk, get a nice shot here of the whole thing. Yeah, let's walk back over to the Christmas trees for those of you that have just joined us. Christmas is blooming in New Zealand. But wishing you all a very, very happy Christmas, whether you're with family or friends or you're alone. It is one of those days that we can enjoy in many different ways. And you know, Christmas, it's really for kids, isn't it? And I love being a kid, so when we get a chance to have a bit of fun, we'll have a party. Exactly, Joe, yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. And often nature will, you know, we know with Mother Nature, she gets her revenge. She'll get her revenge quite easily. So here we go, looking at these beautiful Pahutakawa trees here, the New Zealand Christmas tree. They are gorgeous. Well, the sun's moved a little bit now, I think. So you get an idea, there's a person standing there, so now you can see, it sort of like puts it all into perspective. You'll be alone at Christmas and loving it. Yes, yeah. You know, there's lots and lots of different ways to... I think we get a lot of pressure put on us that we have to be socialising and we have to be doing this and we've got to spend a lot of money. That's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is really just about looking after yourself and everybody else that's around you. That's how it should be. And if you can make something for somebody, little gift of some sort, that's always really appreciated too, isn't it? I'm going to turn the camera now just for a minute. Oh, there we go. Putakawa! Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I do have to head off because I've got a birthday to celebrate. Thank you so much for joining. And there we go. We're going to finish looking into the beautiful... Hey! From Saturn, nice to see you. You don't have these flowers up there. We are going to finish just looking into them because they're just gorgeous. Thank you so much, everybody. Fantastic to see you. Pahutakawa, bursting forth for Christmas. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Hoping to do the Sky Tower tonight because it's sparkling like a Christmas tree. And my battery went flat on the Franklin Road walk, so we were cut off abruptly at the end. So we'll continue where we left off. Take care, everybody. Fantastic to see you all. Lots of love from New Zealand. Yeah, thank you so much. Whoa, into the eye of the Pahutakawa. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Joe. Everybody that's here, fantastic. Okay, see you all soon. Thank you. Bye for now.